Hello guys, welcome again to other live stream. Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin in 1-day chart. So right now, technically speaking, Bitcoin is in sideways. Yes, there is no sell signal, there is no buy signal in 1-day chart. So right now here, as long as the ADX is positive here, well, and also even you see a sell signal here, but even as long as the ADX is positive here, just sideways, and in the short term, potentially other test to the top of the range. Okay, let me show you why. Now the action actually is gonna be in 4-hour chart, I think. Let me show you here. In 4-hour chart, technically speaking, actually I am in long position right now. Remember, I'm a financial advisor here. So here I am in long position around here at $21,000, looking for a 24-hour trade, of course, where, as you can see here, we have ADX negative here, we have a buy signal here, so that means bounce and potential sideways or bounce in 4-hour chart. That means in the next 24 hours. So we have here a very easy way, very obvious trade here is like the top of the range is around $21,000 for 100, 500, even a little bit more higher, and the bottom of the range actually here where is around $20,700. Any close below $20,700, you will see around $20,200 here, and also maybe continuation to $19,400. That is the level actually I will start looking for in 1-day chart. So right now here the projection here for Bitcoin in 4 hours, that means in the next 24 hours I am looking for sideways here and bounce, okay, because we have ADX negative here and also 4-hour chart. Now you see here maybe the volume is not as strong like it's not like good as before, but it's still above the sell line here, so it's still maybe not the best, but yeah, still has the possibility. Now let's talk about the one hour chart, because if we are trading here 1-hour chart, well, usually 1-hour chart is a trigger, right? And let me show you why I'm in long position right now here. Well, technically speaking here in 1-hour chart, yeah, the danger time here, the danger zone, the darker blue, Bitcoin actually instead of crashing is in sideways here, respecting actually here $20,900 as potential support in the short term, and also the moving average 100 here. So you will see potential buy signal here in the next 4 hours, I will say, and after that you will see continuation here where maybe, as I said, in the very short term I am looking for 21,400, and only if this is an uptrend, I hope so, right? I think Bitcoin has a very good chance to see for me, Bitcoin has a very good chance to form like we will see a trend potentially, yes. So that means if this is a trend, this is a new trend for Bitcoin in one day chart, potentially we will see a new high here, and after that continuation here, something like this, right? But let's see. Now, let me show you here the one day chart. One day chart is very, actually, I would say this interesting here. Why? Because we have a very small pairs divergence here, not very strong from this point and this point. You see two candles here, we have a pairs divergence here. I would say yes, it is, yes, but as long as the ADX is positive here, I cannot say this is gonna play. Now, in one day chart, you're looking for a pullback, yeah, you will have to wait actually quite a long time. The reason is because the last time, for example, when Bitcoin is doing this, very massive breakout here, it will take an average around maybe 20 days. So that's why if you want to miss something, please don't be greedy, don't get greedy. The 4-hour chart, I think that is going to be the best time frame to start looking for long positions. So the idea is this one. So potentially, if we see, for example, a small bounce here, well, potentially we will see a sell signal here. Yes, maybe next week. And after that, a pullback, and you will see the MA55, all the moving average here acting as dynamic support. And after that, here around $19,000 or 500 should be potentially the area where we will see continuation. Now, if this is an uptrend, using just LOA theory, I want to just show you like how suppose like we could say like, okay, this is gonna be like this. Okay, let me show you. We have, for example, this is way number 1, number 2, and number 3, an extension here, an extension 4 and 5. That something like is an uptrend, right? Now, here in some point here in this area is coming here the MA55 in weekly chart, where for me that is going to be the target. And after that, you ask me here, Bitcoin at 26, 27,000. Oh yes, buy all in because you know the bottom is in. Well, don't ask me because I will say it's going to be like this. Okay. Now, this is the scenario I'm looking for actually, because weekly is still good. Yes, but what? If we see $19,000 500 destroy it, yeah, around here, you see this volume here at the bottom of the range around 19K, this area. If we see this area broken, yeah, this is gonna be just a rejection, and after that you will see again 16K and new lows. Okay, so that's why it's very important this level around $19,000 500. This area is a key area. Okay, in a very healthy, very strong. I mean, Bitcoin actually is pumping to the moon right now. Well, we have to see sideways here, and after that, continuation here to the upside. Okay, please don't mix time frames because this one-day chart is for at least 10 days. 10 days. Right now, here Bitcoin will show potentially next week a sell signal here, potentially maybe next week. And that means, well, in the next 24 hours, maybe this weekend, you will see sideways here, choppy market here, a potential bounce here, and potentially here, if we see the sell signal plus the ADX negative, something like this, right? Something like this, negative here, and here the sell signal, you will see the pullback I'm talking about in one-day chart, and here is gonna be the level I will pay attention around $19,000 500. Now, let's talk about the weekly chart a little bit here, because the weekly chart is very interesting here. We have the bullish divergence here. I would say, well, it's playing right now. It's playing out, yes. But the ADX is telling me something very interesting here. The ADX is just falling down here. It's falling. So that means this move for now is not very strong. Okay, for now. It could change, yes. But my target is gonna be here. So my trade is gonna be from this point, potentially here, 19,500 or whatever, and after that, other leg up around 26, 27, no more than that, and after that, like this. Okay, it's just a bounce to what? Keep falling. Okay, now why I said why $19,000 500 or that area is very important. Actually, here is because we have the moving average here, MA21, where actually it's at $19,000 500. As long as Bitcoin is above this level, I am not bearish. Okay, I am looking for, sideways here. It could be the pullback in one-day chart, yeah, or this area, yeah, and continuation. It will take time, but as long as this level is respected, I cannot be bearish. Okay, so let me be clear. If you see Bitcoin closing candles below here, especially weekly chart in macro timeframes, new lows. That's it, simple. 16K will not hold anymore. Technically speaking, remember, we have the bottom is already in. With this system of trading, you will not catch the bottom, but you will catch potentially the macro move, okay? As you can see here, historically speaking, every time in weekly chart, we have in the past, right, the last two scenario, I mean, in 2015 and 2019, every time when Bitcoin, sorry, the WBE was above the MI55 in weekly chart, the bottom was in. That means no new lows. Pretty close, for example, here, around in 2015 was 215, and after that, massive bull run. Now, not because I see this thing, I mean, it was working 2 times, because this is not a real backtesting. This is not a real backtesting. I would like to see, for example, 100 times, right? So there is a very good chance, potentially, this is going to be a fake out. Maybe not now, but it will potentially, yes. Why? Because macro timeframes, bi-monthly, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, blah, 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 they close very, very bad, okay? So enjoy here. You are in profit, manage your risk, right? Remember, last week I took some losses. I mean, I cover my losses with my spot because I bought here at $16,000. So now I am my mission to recover my losses in futures. I have some personal issues, so this is not related to this channel. Just I was not like 100%. Now I am totally fine. So the thing here is like now, this month and potentially next month, I will spend my time, recovering my losses from this point and this point, if I am right with this, right? And here, as I said before, you are asking me here, yeah, here to the moon, 26, next target $40,000. Well, for me, I will wait for you here, because for me it's going to be a very good short opportunity, because as I said before, if this signal you see here in weekly chart is fake, right? Is fake, and potentially could happen. Why? Because 5-day chart actually in the past, if I show you here, let me show you here, and it's very good example here. Let me show you here. You see, same setup, right? 2015, you see, the bottom is in here. 2019, the bottom is in, and here, well, you can say, oh, the bottom is in, right? And after that, what happened? Bitcoin crashed after 25%. Okay, so that's why it's time to be careful here. I will say, okay, the bottom, yes, okay, protect, manage your risk. If you are making profits, very good, congratulations. But as I said before, even myself, if for me, Bitcoin in weekly chart is in downtrend, okay, in downtrend. So bouncing here, ME55, and after that, like this, okay. Please don't see like I am saying this is gonna crash to this price. Of course not. I am saying use the direction, okay. So last week I closed actually some positions in spot for altcoins, and let's talk about, well, Bitcoin. Okay, we have 10 days for the monthly, and I know maybe it's just 1 week left, so this is very simple. Bitcoin must close above $22,000. I would say $22,000. Yes, even better, somehow if Bitcoin can close today, I mean this month, above $25,000, yes, I will start saying this is the bottom, and you will see an uptrend maybe at the next 2-3 months here, where the target should be around maximum $35,000, maximum. Now, if Bitcoin fails here and you see a close in the monthly below 19,500, exactly the same level as I said before, any close below 19,500, any close this month, you will see a leg down to the $16,500 and break. Okay. Now I am not expecting this. I am not expecting that break. Honestly, for me, this is the first test of Bitcoin in the history of the ME100. We didn't know the reaction. Now we know the reaction, and so this is significant. Perfect, yes, but it's not enough. We have to see the close above 25K, and after that, yes, to the moon. You want 1 million, whatever, but not yet. So I am in long position, yes, in a very, very short term. That means in the next 24 hours, if Bitcoin is not bouncing here, using sideways here, or even worse, crash here, I will take a loss, okay? Just risk management. But the projection in 4-hour chart, I will say at least 21,500. And if this is a real uptrend, potentially you will see Bitcoin just pumping like a crazy. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna continue with the next chart is use the dominance, and I think that is very interesting because I wanna see this asset, this thing bearish. Now in 4-hour chart, let me show you. Yes, we have a sell signal here, ADX negative here. There is no volume here. It's negative territory here, so that is very good. That means potentially to leg down. Very good. Okay. Now let's look at the 1-day chart. 1-day chart we have here forming a sideways signal here. I am telling you right now here, a sideways signal. Yeah. Today you will see a range here. Yeah. And in the moment when you see the ADX negative here, maybe in 5 days around there, you will see a bounce. So that means potentially Bitcoin will crash. Okay. The question is, $19,500 will hold? That is something we have to see. Right now here, this asset, you see dominance, is testing the major support. Any close here around 6.90%, you will see a leg down to 6, and actually Bitcoin should be around 26, 27. Okay. Now let's talk about the weekly chart for this dominance because I want to know what is going to happen. Now you said, okay, well, bearish. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But now it's very close to the MA55. I cannot be bearish anymore. I cannot be. Why? Because this thing is an uptrend, right? So that means every time when it's going to test the MA55, you will see sideways a couple of weeks, and after that, continuation in an uptrend, because this is an uptrend. This is not downtrend, it's an uptrend, okay? So I will be very careful here looking for, oh, Bitcoin will go to 40K or whatever. The various range is still present, the signal is still present here, but if you see dominance, for example, in February, right? Not now, not this month, I think. You see just you see dominance in sideways here for maybe 1 month because it's weekly chart, right? It will take time. You will see continuation to the upside. Okay, so that's why if you watch my video I posted in 2022 in October, I said, well, my target is around 14K, 10K. Honestly, I don't think we will see soon that target, but if Bitcoin breaks 19,500, or the second, well, let me explain. The second scenario is this one. If you see Bitcoin pumping like a crazy, just like this, without any correction, without stopping, you will not see just 10K. You will see even new lows. Why? Because this is just gonna be a massive correction. Corrective move to the upside here. To what? To keep falling very hard. So if this is the bottom, there is a very good chance, technically speaking, is the bottom. You have to see a very healthy uptrend. Even better, consolidation here for maybe after 2-3 months, and after that, massive rally like 2020. Okay, so that's why right now, technically speaking, Bitcoin is still good. Yes, it still has time. Yes, of course. Now there are some warnings right now. In February, they will play. Let me show you here. Well, in February, we will see Bitcoin testing the seller line in weekly chart. Technically speaking, it's not a sell signal, but the facts are there. It's still very far away from the MA55. Okay, if for any reason you see the seller line testing here and Bitcoin is still at 20K, game over. Okay, now we have the first warning. Let me show you the 5-day chart. 5-day chart right now, today, is testing the seller line. And here is about to test the seller line also here in OBB. Technically speaking, always I'm gonna project this as rejection. So where is the target? Where is the MA55 in 5-day chart? It's around 23, 24K. So if we see a bounce here and rejection here, for example, rejection, I mean like we will see a bounce here, 23, 24, and after that breaking 19,500, that is going to be reaction in macro timeframes, and you will see a sell signal here in 5-day chart, and after that to 0. Okay, so that's why, please, I know you're in FOMO because everything is green. Oh my God, to the moon, right? Solana 100% pump. Oh my God, yes, I am rich. No. We are not, at least in my opinion, we are not yet in the bull market like 2020, 2021. Okay, so Now I'm going to talk about the most important chart of the market right now. The most important one is the SP 500. The SP 500, even if Bitcoin is looking bullish, Bitcoin will get destroyed if I am right with this technical analysis I posted last week. And potentially, if we see this at top, doesn't matter if Bitcoin is bullish, you will see potentially new lows. And you know what? I think I will close my position in 4-hour chart. Maybe I will just take some profits, and after I will wait. Why? Because what is this? What I said last time, last week, I think Monday, I said this is a sell. This is a sell. This is like this. Okay, I know for you maybe it's looking bullish, but it's like this. Okay, that's it. What is this? This is reaction forming in progress. And now, if you see Friday, I don't know the country you are, I don't know. But here, if you see any close below the mid-21 here, for example, you see around $3,875, you will see a full leg down all the way down to 3,600. And you will see a sell signal. And this setup, my friend, this setup is going to destroy Bitcoin. Okay? Because I think Bitcoin will not hold 16K. So this is just my humble opinion, right? If I will be market maker, I will just pump a couple months the crypto space, making because my goal is making of them. So it doesn't matter, for example, if Solana was pumping 100%. This is just bouncing here, testing the 55 here to what? Keep falling. Okay? I am not saying new lows, maybe, but at least a macro crash, not crash, maybe correction, I think is coming. And now, instead of watching Bitcoin, I will suggest spend some time watching this chart, because if I am correct with this, SP500 will drag Bitcoin and all the altcoins, all the markets again, and you will see a correction. Now, the key here is like if SP500 breaks $3,600, you will see new lows around 3,000, and potentially new lows for Bitcoin. Okay, so for me is yes, you can be bullish because actually it will take some time. Yes, but I will be just careful. Okay, so right now here is looking good, but don't forget about this. Okay, this is like this, bouncing here to what? Keep falling. Okay, please don't watch the price, this arrow. I'm not saying Bitcoin will crash to zero, no. The projection is gonna be like this. Okay, so be careful here, because I know you want to buy here to the moon, 1 million, right? In my case, in a spot, right, I am here at $16,600 on Bitcoin. I close actually. I took some profits in altcoins. I am still holding some of them, like Matic, for example. And if I see Bitcoin testing here, this area, is not to buy more. It's not for buying more. It's for selling. Do you understand? When you see the price bouncing, you don't buy more. You bought here and you start cashing out little by little. Why? Because you as newbies, they buy here, right? You are a newbie, right? I know you are expert, right? So the thing here is that please manage your risk and your emotions. Okay? I know. Cardano is the new thing again, right? Again, show me the charts and I will tell you the news. And this is garbage. This is just a downtrend. You see? Please be careful here, because I think if SP500 potentially, there is a very good chance could break key levels like $3,700 around there, 750, you will see a major downside. I'm not calling maybe new lows, potentially no, but at least otra vez to 17K. Yeah, 17 at least. Okay, so Bitcoin itself is looking good. I mean, if I don't think about the stock market and I said, okay, Bitcoin is it's not, I mean, like, it's really free, like no manipulation. The chart is looking good. I really like it. And also I have other thing to say. In the monthly here, we are gonna have potentially in the next close, potentially, right? A new potentially fresh buy signal. Where every time when Bitcoin had a buy signal here in the macro time frames, well, something very good happened, right? We have this buy signal here in monthly, where Bitcoin was at $300, 230, and after that, major rally to around 12, 13. The second time we have here in this candle here when it was around $5,000-6,000, and after that 14K. Of course, the sell signal here was very late, as you can see here, and after that continuation, right? Because actually all of this is just one cycle. That means you hear like, oh, the bear market of 2019. No, was not a bear market. This just was a choppy market here in sideways, macro accumulation here to what? Bouncing. Now, using just like technical analysis, very classic technical analysis, like I said many times, for me, right? For me, this area, that is the area I will start looking for if $16,500 breaks. Okay, only if $16,500 breaks, I will start looking for $8,000, $9,000. Okay, but as I said before, I think the only reason I will start looking for this is because the SP500, not for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin itself is in downtrend, but at least I will start. At least I am expecting maybe 26, 27K. So now let's continue. I'm gonna continue with the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance finally, as you can see here, is breaking. Well, not breaking, it's testing the M55 here. Massive accumulation here, as you can see here. Massive accumulation here. So if any close this weekend above here, potentially maybe more sideways and maybe other leg up around 44, 45, where this could be just the top here, or actually the top of the range. Around here, the top of the range. And well, you will see a sell signal soon. Sell signal soon. Now, the question is, if Bitcoin is in downtrend, imagine, right? Bitcoin broke 19,500 and it's testing 17K. You see this, potentially you will see new lows. Let me be very clear. I am not saying Bitcoin is bearish. Actually, it's not. The only factor potentially could affect Bitcoin is the SP500. Okay, it's very sad, but since 2020, Bitcoin has this correlationship with the SP500. It's very sad. Now, let me show you the next chart. Like, it's very hard to be bearish. It's very hard. Let me show you. This is the dollar, right? And now people say, oh, major crash. Let's buy, because now we are like before, right? We can buy in some point. Someone is going to start printing money, blah, blah, blah. No. Here, my friend, here is like this. And that is my major concern. This is like this. Okay? So, this is just what? A macro pullback. Actually, for me, was very fast. And pullback, testing the MI55 here. Yeah? If you see sideways here, like actually I'm looking for this, you will see continuation to the upside. Maybe I'm not saying uptrend, maybe new highs, I don't know. But at least other test to the top of the range. So if you see this, what do you think is going to happen to all the market? Okay, I am not saying new lows, let me be clear. But if you are thinking, yeah, I am missing something, right? To the moon right now here. Yes, maximum maybe 26, 25, and after that, like this, okay? Bitcoin is in downtrend. That's it in weekly chart. In 1-day chart, yeah, it's looking like it's in uptrend. Yes, but don't mix time frames, please. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Let's continue with. If you have any request, please let me know in the comments. Okay. I'm gonna continue, and as you can see here, Bitcoin is in 1 hour chart. Remember, it's a trigger, right? 1 hour chart. Here, as I said before, we have potential buy signal forming right now here. I am in long position here in the very short term. Remember, I'm a financial advisor, right? Don't follow me. Oh yes, you want it, but it's never mind. The thing here is like, I am looking for this short-term trade around here, 21,400, 500, around there, because it's a short-term trade. I would start looking for maybe taking some profits, or at least I will protect my entry, and after that, maybe if Bitcoin will go to 50K, I don't care, okay? So, careful here, and I will say, like, many altcoins actually, they are already pumping. I mean, they are pumping very hard. They actually last week, and now they are in sideways in the highs. Let me show, for example, near in 1-day chart. Okay, what is this? We have sell signal ADX negative here. It's an example, right? You can do this with many altcoins, and you will find the setup here. So near projection sideways, downside. Okay, target is very simple, MA55. Now, if this is a real reversal, this is a very good example. If this is a real reversal, we should see something like this. Pumping here, yeah. Testing here, where this is the area of demand, plus the MA55 here, sideways here, and in the future, not next week, not tomorrow, okay? Then it's 1-day chart. You will see here, crashing here, and you will see outer buy signal here, and the asset here is in sideways, you see, in the future, not today, don't rush, okay? And after that, when you see the buy signal here, yes, here in the future, yes, continuation, and where you will see this altcoin or any asset in uptrend, okay? That is the pattern I am looking for always for reversals, okay? So as you can see here, because it's 1-day chart, it will take weeks, it will take time. Now, if I show the weekly chart, well, let me see what happened here. We still have many altcoins that have the bullish averaging, as you can see here, ADX negative here. I cannot be very sure, at least for a bounce, where the maximum target should be around $3.60. Now, is a buy here? No, thank you. I will just wait in 1-day chart for a pullback, potentially here, and after that, continuation where the target should be here. Okay, so that is an example. You can do this in many altcoins, many altcoins. For example, CRO here. I did it here. For example, I bought here at 0.04 or 0.05, I think. In 1-day chart, what happened here? I bought here. When I saw here, the bullish averaging in weekly chart, I bought here, around here, and after that, my target, right, was the MA55. So from this point and here, you said, oh, I miss it. No, it's just my target. Okay, so it's just a remember, I am not financial advisor, but it's very sad, but we cannot just do like project technical analysis for Bitcoin right now without checking the stock market and the dollar. Okay, and now the most bullish setup right now I can see is not for Bitcoin, actually, is for the dollar. Let me show you. Let me repeat this again, because I think it's very important. And if I am right, as I said before, in 2022, I said the Q1 we will see some green candles to the moon, right? People will say, oh yeah, let's buy, because to the moon. And after that, what is going to happen? You will see other, maybe not crash, but other leg down in macro time frames. And here, my friend, watch this chart. Watch the chart, because if I am right here, maybe this chart is it's going to be like this. Okay, so we will have to wait a couple months, I think. But if I'm right with this is going to be a major, maybe no opportunity, I would say, but warning for all the markets. Now let's talk about the monthly here, because I'm curious. I didn't watch the monthly. Let me see. Now we have ADX negative here. We have sell signal in monthly, yes, but that doesn't mean a big crash. Why? Example here, we have ADX negative here, yes, but instead of crashing, what happened? Sideways, where the target was the MA21, and after that, major high. Yeah, so potentially we could see something like this. Here, MA21 again, sideways here, and after that, major bounce here, looking for weekly buy signal, and after that, crash again, potentially, yes. You see? So that's why careful here, because if I show you macro time frames, for example, 3-month chart, in some point you will see various variance playing here, yes, but I think in some point, maybe the last in Q4, I think potentially we will see it. Okay, guys, I think that's it for Bitcoin and altcoins. Now my technical analysis in the very short term is working. As you can see here, Bitcoin is bouncing here in 1 hour chart as expected. Here is bouncing here. Volatility I think is very low. Yes, it's not low. At least with this indicator it's not enough. But when you see the moving average, all of them flat like this, horizontal here like this, that means the volatility is contracting. Okay. So now your work as a trader, you have to project the price. It could be to the upside or it could be to the downside. But instead of doing this or this, you have to remove one. Which one? To the upside or to the downside? Okay. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me see. Yes, yeah, Bitcoin is in sideways, so that's it. Okay, I think that's it. I think I finished with altcoins and Bitcoin. Let me see Ethereum, because Ethereum, what is doing Ethereum? One day chart. One day chart for Ethereum here is testing the major resistance here, as you can see here. Yeah, major resistance here. So of course, if you ask me to buy here, of course, never. I would never buy here. Never. Yeah, and here, look at this. We have potentially a sideways signal. In the moment when you see the X negative here, it's gonna be actually a sell signal, where the target should be around the $1,300, around there, around this area. And if this is a reversal, you will see crash here and sideways here, and the same thing, right? Something like this, continuation. Okay, so careful here. And I think now you know the pattern, what you can start. If you're looking for entries, now you know is with examples, right, what I'm doing. And well, just waiting here. As I said before, I am in long position right now here, but I will not hold this position. I will not hold. I mean, if I see here Bitcoin testing this area again, for me it's gonna be a sell in 4-hour chart, of course. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think that's it for today. And see you next time. One thing, starting next week, I'm gonna start doing live stream every day. Just let me check with the community what is the best timing for all of us. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you next time.